So for data, it is summarized. If we were to use any feature to summarize the data, first it's summarized by its average. So how do we calculate average? Just equal to average function. And then another feature that we're looking into is how the divergence of the data of each observation is in terms of its pattern from the average, right? How each observation is clustering around the average. We are using two measurements. One is variance, the other is standard deviation, which is the square root of variance. And standard deviation is at the same level of average, whereas the variance is a squared term in comparison to average. So those are the basic functions that we are going to use to calculate the summative data measurements. And if sometimes we encounter a certain problem, which is that you were asked to calculate the mean or variance or standard deviation of a subsample. So what we are going to use, we're going to use the IFS, meaning we are going to calculate still the average, but applies with some restriction applied. And here, let's look at this case. What does this mean? Okay. Say equal to average ifs, okay, column B, that's what B2B means, okay, column B, column F, 1. What does this mean? This actually means, okay, the average range is B2B, so you're taking the average of the B range in general, but then we are applying a criteria. The criteria is the F, and the criteria is the cell in F takes the value of 1. Okay, what does that mean? That means we are taking the average, we're calculating the mean of column B, which is education. So we are calculating the mean of education for a specific group whose value of column F equal to 1, meaning they are female, right? Only for female observation, their value for column F is 1. So we are actually calculating for the females average education level. That's what we do. Another way that you can do this, which is less straightforward, which takes more clicks and possibly more likely to make mistake, is you can sort or you can range. Let's say we can sort it. We just sort it. Sort is easier. We just sort small. In this case, we'll sort largest to smallest. Okay. And those leading ones are females. And we are calculating for the education level, average education level. Okay, whose F equals to 1. F column's value is 1. So we keep dragging down. Oh, now there is the change until row 253. The result is the same, 12.317. So previously we had a similar result. It should be exactly the same result, but calculated directly by applying this function overall. Okay, so you can use either of the two ways, but the second method, the first method is more accurate and saves clicks. As you can see, the second method, I need to drag, could be mistaken, more likely to mistaken.